I'm Byron Day with another COVID-19 benefits information segment with our Fox 10 News investigative reporter, Brendan Kirby. Brendan's back with us for an update on those stimulus payments. And Brendan, we talked earlier about the income eligibility for getting a stimulus check. Some people have asked us this question: what if I made too much last year to qualify, but now I've been laid off? And will it make a lot? Will be making a lot less this year? Is there a way for them to get stimulus money?
There is, Byron, but unfortunately you won't see any of that anytime soon. The IRS is basing its stimulus on your 2019 income or your 2018 income if you haven't filed your tax return yet. Now, as we mentioned earlier in the hour, if you're a single person and your income was more than $98,000 last year, then you don't qualify for any stimulus. But if your income this year drops below $75,000, you can get that $1,200 stimulus check, but you'll have to wait until next year when you file your 2020 tax return. Now, that doesn't do much good right now, obviously, and that's unfortunate. But on the other end of the spectrum, let's say that you qualified based on last year's income, but this year you wouldn't qualify because your income is much higher. Well, the IRS says, don't worry, you won't have to pay any of that back next year. So I guess it benefits the taxpayer both ways.
Yeah, that's some good news that you don't have to pay it back. All right, here's another question. If you're on Social Security or disability or another government program and you don't have to file tax returns, can you get additional monies if you have child dependents?
Yes, you can, but you better hurry up and get that information into the IRS. The Treasury Department today set the deadline for this coming Wednesday for telling the government about your dependents. Now, what you have to do is go to the non-filers portal on the IRS website and enter that information. Here's what you'll need: the full names of yourself, your spouse, and any of the dependent children in your household, plus everyone's Social Security number, your home mailing address, and the bank account and routing number so that you can get that money direct deposited. Now, lots of you keep asking when people on those programs are actually going to get their stimulus money. The IRS hasn't said, but the fact that they've set this Wednesday as the deadline for the dependent information suggests those payments are going to be going out pretty soon. Now, one other thing to add: people on the Supplemental Security Income Program will have more time to get that dependent information in, and that suggests those folks are probably going to have to wait a little bit longer before they get their stimulus money.
All right, but there's still some light at the end of the tunnel. Brendan Kirby, thanks very much. Brendan will be back during Fox 10 News at 5 to answer more of your questions about unemployment. Got a question for him? Email it to him directly at brendan.kirby@fox10tv.com.